Welcome back to another recipe video, and today we are making your chicken macaroni soup, or here in the Philippines we commonly call this as sopas. Now for most of you, you probably know how to create the dish or make chicken sopas. Now we're gonna make this healthier and hearty. This is gonna be my take on the popular dish, so I hope you enjoy my version. For the ingredients, we will be using macaroni. So it's really up to you guys which variant you would like to use. I'm using shell on this video, but if you like the elbow macaroni, that's up to you. It's really up to your preference. This is about 200 to 250 grams of macaroni. Now for the protein component of our dish, we are going to use 2 pieces of chicken breast. Now the way to prepare this is you just boil the breast in salted water with a little bit of pepper if you like. Reserve the broth. That broth is going to be useful later on to add more flavor to our chicken macaroni soup. And you shred the meat once this is cooled down. For our next protein component, we have your chicken hot dogs. Now, I'm not using the red hot dogs for this instance because I don't want my soup to be having a pink colored broth. So we're gonna use chicken hot dogs instead for that. It's gonna make our soup looking natural and healthier without the food coloring. So this is diced. So it's one of the essential ingredients that you don't want to miss. This is what's making it really Filipino. Next up, we have margarine or butter. Dairy cream is actually margarine. So we're going to use this for sauteing. Other ingredients would be your cooking oil. Plus we have the aromatics, which is a combination of your garlic, onions, red onions, and celery stalks. We are going to use celery leaves, which is added towards the end of making our sopas or chicken macaroni soup. Diced carrots, shredded cabbage, and 2 small cans of evaporated milk. Don't mind the brand, it's up to you what you like. Fish sauce, and of course black pepper for seasoning. So this is the main list of ingredients that you cannot miss out on making this version of the chicken macaroni soup or chicken sopas. Now I do add 1 piece of chicken cube, but I did not include that in the list of ingredients because it's an optional one. If you want to add a chicken cube, that's fine, but if you don't, if you want it low sodium, then you can leave it out. Okay, let's start cooking. So in our pan, I have a tablespoon of cooking oil plus a tablespoon of dairy cream. We're gonna melt that and start sauteing our aromatics. First off, we have your chopped garlic. Next would be your red onions. And then you saute this until you can actually smell your garlic and onions cooking. So this is always my tip. Whenever you do your sauteing, you have to smell them first before you add any other ingredients. I added the chicken next, so we're gonna infuse the chicken with the butter and garlic and onion flavor. We're gonna saute that. We're gonna add in our hot dogs next. And then we're gonna add the chicken broth that was used to boil our chicken breast. So this is not a lot of broth that I was able to make. So later on, we're gonna add more water for that. So this is when I was telling you that I added a chicken cube, but it's up to your preference. I added more water into our pot until this is about 2 liters that we have in our cooking pot. Next up, we're gonna add our celery stalks, our vegetables, your carrots, and then season your broth with black pepper and fish sauce to taste. So at this point, you want to make sure that the seasoning is complete and quite a bit on the salty side, because when you add your macaroni, it's going to absorb all of those flavors. Now that our pot is briskly boiling, we're going to add our macaroni. So we're going to cook this for about 10 minutes. So make sure that you stir once in a while to avoid your macaroni from sticking at the bottom. Next, we are going to add our shredded cabbage, and once we add this, it would only take 2 to 3 minutes to cook. Turn off your heat and then add your evaporated milk. So I'm using 2 cans of evaporated milk, but if you want to use just 1 big can, that's fine. So make sure that your soup is not boiling anymore when you add your milk. And then finally, to put the finishing touches to our chicken macaroni soup, we're gonna add the fresh celery leaves to add another layer of flavor to our soup or sopas. So there you have it. This is the finished product of my version of the chicken macaroni soup or your chicken sopas. Now, if you do like this video, please do give it a thumbs up. Share this recipe to your family and friends. Please do subscribe to my cooking channel, Yen E, and tap the bell for notifications on my new videos. Now you can also follow my other social media accounts on Facebook, Being a Foodie at its Finest, and on Instagram, Classic Curvy Chic. I want to thank everyone for watching. Till next time, bye!